CI Health is brought to you by Aunt Martha's.
Well, no matter the season, it is important to take care of your skin every day. And here with the top ways to care for your skin and some tips on skin cancer prevention from VitalSkin Dermatology, we have Dr. Jeremy Yaus, board-certified dermatologist and fellowship-trained Moss surgeon, here with us. Welcome, Dr. Yaus. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Heather.
Okay, so we just mentioned, skincare is important every day, so we're encouraging people to take care of their skin, sunscreen being probably one of the top ways that you can do that. Yep. But before we get into skin cancer prevention and all of that, let's talk a little bit about VitalSkin and what you guys are all about and who you help.
Sure. So VitalSkin Dermatology is a dermatology specialty clinic. We are currently located in Mattoon and Decatur, but soon we'll have an office open in Urbana this summer, August 22. But yeah, we take care of skin in whatever form it comes in. We can deal with anything from basic medical dermatology, bread and butter, acne, warts, rashes. But we also take care of skin cancer and melanoma and some more complex, skin cancer surgery, in addition to some of the fun side of dermatology where we deal with some cosmetic and aesthetic procedures, laser resurfacing, general skin care, Botox and filler, we're a one-stop shop for anything skin related.
Okay, well, let's get into the ABCDEs of skin cancer.
Sure.
Because it can be something simple to fix, or it may be a little bit more tricky. So let's start with letter A, asymmetry.
Yeah, so asymmetry, when we start thinking about, what spots should we worry about, you can see on the graphic, if you can't draw a dividing line and make it fairly symmetric, that's one sign that something, may be abnormal or atypical with that mole.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay, because that was going to be one of my questions is, you encourage people to do checks, like mole checks or whatever, checks on their skin, but it's like, how do you know if that's normal, a normal sunspot, a normal freckle, a normal mole, or if that's something maybe we need to have looked at?
Yeah, I try to keep it pretty simple for patients. If we overwhelm them with too many rules, this ABCDE mnemonic is helpful for sure, but basically anything that's changing consistently month over month and isn't pretty much back to normal within a month or two is a good sort of rule of thumb to get in and get it checked, and go see a board-certified dermatologist to get it checked, because each of these skin cancers goes through a very treatable phase. If you can catch it early, the problems that you're going to experience afterward, and some of them can be life-threatening,
right?
Can make a big difference in how we treat it.
Okay, we saw B for border.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in your regular border, if you got notches missing out of the edge, if it's not a perfect circle, or you have one area that's really growing, that's another atypical sign.
Okay, the color.
Yeah, multiple colors in a single lesion is abnormal, and so it should be fairly consistently colored. If you've got multiple spots within a lesion, that's also another sign to watch for.
Okay, D is for diameter.
Mm-hmm. Generally speaking, most abnormal lesions are going to be bigger than a pencil eraser on end. That's 6 millimeters. Not to say that you can't have skin cancer smaller than that, but if you have one that has all those signs, especially if it has multiple ABCD, E abnormalities, that's something that's certainly a little more worrisome.
Okay, and then finally, evolving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that kind of gets back to what I was talking to before with a change. Anything that's changing over time and not getting back to normal pretty quickly, usually something's going on. And occasionally it's a benign lesion, but that peace of mind is worth a lot. And like I said, if you catch it early, there's such an easy treatment window. If it's caught early, these are, basically preventable from causing major problems.
Okay, well, that brings up another question. Is COVID presenting a problem when it comes to getting patients in early enough to get it treated early enough?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. It actually is. You wouldn't think in the dermatology world that COVID would cause a major problem. We're dealing mostly with outpatient, sort of clinical medicine. But, from the beginning, some of the delays in elective surgery led to some, mandated delays in some skin cancer surgery. In addition to that, some patients are just afraid to get out and get into a medical clinic. We really pride ourselves on, trying to do everything we can from an infection control standpoint. We updated our ventilation, really being careful screening patients, so that a lot of my patients are elderly folks dealing with skin cancers. We really tried hard to make that a safe, or at least as safe as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been seeing for the past year or so, as we get sort of through and into and out of and back into the pandemic, you know, we see some of these folks that, you know, on average, the skin cancers are just a little bit more advanced, a little bit bigger. You know, it's unfortunate, and I think we're going to continue to see that, you know, for the next year or so.
I know. So that's why it's important to do those things that you know can help prevent any type of skin cancer, and just do some checks. Make sure that your skin's looking good. It's VitalSkin Dermatology, multiple locations now here across Central Illinois, and there's a look at their website where you can learn more and connect with them in case you maybe have any questions. And we appreciate your time today for being with us. Thank you so much. We'll connect you at CILiving.tv.